Go for it.
Hey, this is Sean with the Good Dog. We've got Lloyd here who's going home tomorrow, so we're going to show off a little bit of his finished up e-collar work. Now we're not using the remote. He's just doing it all on his own accord, and he's pretty great. So we've worked through his biting issues, his growling issues, his snotty patati issues. This is a technical term. And so anyways, we're going to show what we got with him right now. Lloyd, come. Down. Come. Place. Come. Down. Lloyd, come. Place. No. Place. Lloyd, come. Come. Great. He was a little confused there because because he was such a pushy guy, I always make him stop at the entrance to the crate and make him wait. So I called him, so he wasn't sure because the distance between the place and the crate was so close. So it was a little bit of an uncertain moment for him. So I just called him again, made him get right here, and then gave him the crate command in. So that was why he kind of locked up. But it's good that he's being very respectful and very conscientious about the choices he makes, because he hasn't been in the past. Lloyd, come. Place. Take him in the kitchen. Lloyd, come. Place. I mentioned that at the top of the video. You can see there's no remote in my hands, and Laura, who's filming, doesn't have a remote in her hands either. So, anyways, at this point of the training, once you've done all the foundational work and then you've proofed it, you really should only need the remote for emergency situations. So that's the great thing about this training. Low stress, low impact on the dog, great control, great learning, but eventually you don't need the remote except for emergency situations. If I was going to have him off leash out somewhere on a hike or a walk, then I'd want to have it. But in here, he's so solid that we don't need it anymore. So that's something a lot of people never get to that point. And that's really what we want to get to with our dogs, is that they don't need the remote in their hands and they don't need that reminder all the time. So if you do the training right, this is what you end up with. You end up with a dog, no remote, who's just listening to you. And then, eventually, we can actually show him without the collar, which I'll do after this, and you'll see the same work even without the collar on it. Lloyd, come. Down. We're going to take him in the bathroom, so if you want to follow us. Lloyd, come. Place. Lloyd, come. Place. And there are dogs walking around right now, so it's not like there's no distractions. There's Oakley, there's Belle, Junior's walking around, so there's 3 dogs. So there's stuff cooking, and he's still listening. His giant, big, amazingly crazy thing was the front door. And that's when he was actually giving his owner some of the biggest trouble, and they'd had some biting issues at the front door, both going after people and then redirecting on the owner. So that's a huge, huge thing. So I'm going to knock on the door. Why don't you keep filming on him, and we'll see how he does with the door knocking. Who is it? Girl Scouts again? How do you doing here? Great. He doesn't want any Girl Scout cookies. That's good. Lloyd, come. Place. Pull us around a little bit more. Lloyd, come. Down. Lloyd, come. Place. Not a bark, not a growl, not a snarl. When he first came in, charged the door, snarl, crazy, growling, snapping. If we tried to grab him or move him back, not grab him, we have to grab him. One sec. One sec. Sorry. Good stuff, right? So we coming in the door. So when he would snarl, growl, anything like that, if we tried to pick up the leash or anything, he would go after us and do it in a heavy way. Enough. So I'm going to do a couple more things here. I'm going to take off the collar. We're going to see what we get here. Lloyd, come. Down. So once again, no remote, no collar on the dog. Lloyd, come. Place. No. So my no, send him right back, which is nice and powerful. That's awesome to see. Lloyd, come. Place. So this is a great moment because we actually had somebody coming in the front door. We had Sean too coming in, and all the dogs know him, so they're a little bit excited about that. So this is good to see him working, even with somebody like distraction. You know, the dogs are excited. Everybody's a little bit anticipatory about Sean coming in. So it's cool to see him still listening, no collar, no anything, and he's still rocking. So we'll do a few more things just to show off a little bit more of the stuff. Lloyd, come. Good boy. Down. Good boy. Good. No. So that's a great response. Lloyd's still kind of a pushy guy. You heard me say his name and he almost jumped. So he's still a pushy guy, so we're really on top of him to make sure that he doesn't push any boundaries. But it's great that he's responding to the no instantaneously. So do a couple more things and we'll wrap this up. Lloyd, come. Place. Lloyd, come. Place. Lloyd, come. Place. Pretty awesome, right? So let's walk out of here. Come over here, Laura. I want more me time. Lloyd, come. Place. Lloyd, right? And that is how we do it in good dogs. That's where Lloyd goes home tomorrow.